All right, we're live now. Give me 1 minute. All right, we get started. I just made some of you co-hosts so you can let people in. All right, we're live now. Namaste, everyone. Welcome to Hindi University. Really excited to have all of you this Sunday. As you know, my name is Ashutosh, and we meet every Sunday, 8 a.m. US Pacific time, which is time on the west coast of the US, to learn about the Hindi language. For those of you who are new to Hindi University, you can learn more about us by going to our YouTube channel, which is youtube.com/Hindi University. You can also go to our portal, which is hindiuniversity.org, and find out more details about it. I know some of you joined for the very first time, so it's a little bit of information about yourself, about to you about HU and what it does. If you're interested in joining the Sunday classes, like I always share with people that you can use using the Zoom link that's there. And you are welcome to join regardless of your level, whether you're completely beginner or advanced, and you'll be able to learn the process and get acquainted with the system. In addition to the Sunday classes, we have several practice sessions. I would say more than 10 practice sessions throughout the week at different time zones. And you can find the details about the schedule in the hindiuniversity.org portal, where you will know about each day which practice sessions is going on and what are they discussing. And based on your level, you'll be able to join. Okay, and all of it is completely free. You don't have to. Only thing you need is a motivation and sincerity. So that's a little bit about HU. As you know that this year we've been following two main books. Elementary Hindi, which is written by Professor Richard Delacy and Sudha Joshi. Richard Delacy is also a Hindi professor at the Harvard University. And along with that, I do cover concepts from Pingu Learns Hindi, which is the book written by Hindi University itself. Okay. With that in mind, you know that we are on chapter number 20 of Elementary Hindi book, which is we started last week, where we spoke about how to express obligations in Hindi. Okay, and there are three different ways of expressing obligations. One is your moral obligation, like which is like you should eat healthy. Okay, it's morally right, or you should help others. Okay, then there was a mild obligation, like I will need to eat healthy, or I will need to go. Okay, the third level is, then we ran out of time, so today we'll be covering, like I must go, or I must eat healthy. There are some external sort of, like factors which are forcing me to do that. Okay, so by the end of this class, the goal is that you'll be able to express obligations all three different forms. Okay, and then there are some news clippings also that I cut it out. So I'll have some of the advanced students read the Devanagari part and tell me what is those news articles about. Okay. With that in mind, as you know, the classes are pretty interactive, so feel free to ask any questions anytime you may have. And that's all the logistical detail. And one more detail: next week, this week was the short of, I took a one Sunday off, so that's why even though it's last Sunday of the month, we're still doing a grammar session. So the movie session is shifted to next Sunday, and the movie for next week is Udan. Very popular movie. It came about 14 years ago. Udan means flight. Not your typical Bollywood movie, but I really want all of you to watch it, and I'll quiz you guys through different clippings, and you will have to explain what is going on. Okay, unlike previous time where I'm going over the GIF, this time I'm going to ask you guys to tell me a favorite clip of yours. Okay, so come prepared a little bit about, this is my favorite clip, this is what I understood, and then you can ask questions to your peers also. Okay, it's available on YouTube, so you should be able to find out. So that's all the logistical details. Let's get going. And this, I already gave you the summary about the obligation, moral obligation, which is like you should go to the doctor. आपको डॉक्टर के पास जाना चाहिए. Okay, चाहिए is the key thing that we learn. For the moral obligation, mild obligation, where you say you have to or you need to go to the doctor, आपको डॉक्टर के पास जाना होगा. So remember, we learned that in this one you use the form of hona. The third one is just like you must go to the doctor, okay, where we didn't go over it, but it's the form of padna. So if you guys recall, the formula was subject that you're using when the subject is expressing any kind of obligation. Subject is followed by ko or is governed by ko, followed by infinitive form of the verb, and then based on the level of obligation you can use chahiye, form of hona, or form of padna. Okay, so let's say John is sick, okay, and you want to say, you will not be able to read my handwriting, but just follow the words. Subject is John, you will say John ko, I'm going to just write English word, healthy khana, which is healthy food. Khana is a verb, which is the infinitive form of the verb, and then chahiye. John ko healthy khana khana chahiye. Okay, John ko healthy khana khana chahiye. This is the moral obligation. Okay, which is basically he should eat. Now the situation is a little bit, it's not like a moral, it's a little bit that he will have to eat healthy food. John ko healthy khana khana hoga. Okay, this is your mild one. The third one is John ko healthy khana khana padega. Okay, John ko healthy khana khana padega. Okay, now in this case we also learned that the the infinitive form of the verb that you have, it's almost treated like an adjective. Okay, and in Hindi adjectives are inflected. Okay, so what do I mean by that, right? So it means that based on the noun that you have, this changes. Okay, so healthy khana is considered masculine, that's why you're using khana. The infinitive form is also khana. Instead of, let's say, healthy khana or healthy food, let's say if it is medicine, and you want to say that John will have to eat medicine, JDG, how will the sentence change? You want to say, replace healthy food with medicine.
Is medicine davaz?
That's right. Okay,
Is it feminine?
it is the feminine.
Okay, then the haregi.
Okay, so keep going. John ko sentence, say the sentence.
John Co. Healthy. No, we don't want healthy. And if we're just going to say John has to take that. Which one are we using? Chahiye, Hoga, or
You can use any of them. It's all good.
oh, okay. John Ko Davar Chahiye.
Okay, so you will have either use the verb lena or khana. Either of them is fine.
Oh, okay. John Ko Kana Kani Kane Kane Davar Chahiye.
Okay, so what I'm trying to say is, when it was healthy food, the infinitive form of the word was following the default masculine singular. When you're using the dawai, because it's feminine singular, it will be
Kani.
very good. It will be khani. John ko dawai khani. Either you can say chahiye, and then if it is hoga, it would be
Hogi.
very good. And the last one,
Haregi.
very good. जॉन को दवाई खानी पड़ेगी. Okay, जॉन को दवाई खानी पड़ेगी. चाहिए doesn't change, it remains चाहिए, but होना and पढ़ना, they change based on this also. Okay, चाहिए remains चाहिए, it doesn't change, right? But these two, they change it. Okay, so we'll do a lot more practice in case if somebody is still not able to follow, but that's the general rule. Remember that if you don't if you forget everything, just remember you have a subject. Subject is John, is governed by co, followed by the noun, and followed by the infinitive form of the verb, and then whatever the compulsion is. That's the general formula. Okay, it's long, but we'll break it down so you don't have to, when you're speaking in Hindi, you don't have to think about the formula. Okay, so that's the goal. So now I'm going to erase it, and we'll work backwards, and mostly I'll focus on Padega. So let's just focus on how to break it down. So I want you guys to think about the verb. Okay, give me the verb, and I'm going to ask each of you to just think about the verbs. Okay, and then we'll try to make sentences around it. So Elizabeth ji, think about any Hindi verb. Just think about any Hindi word.
Any word?
Any Hindi verb.
Girl.
Huh?
House. Girl.
Girl. Verb like an action verb, like to eat, to drink.
Oh, a verb. A verb. Uh, mm,
If it is not
Ghana. Ghana.
very good. Ghana. Okay. Ghana.
Can we open up the whiteboard?
Oh,
Yeah, we can't see the whiteboard. So.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm glad you told me. Okay, give me 1 minute. Thank you. Can you see it now?
Anji.
Awesome.
Yes.
Thank you. So Ghana is to Elizabeth ji
To sing.
to sing Ghana. Okay. Now let's say you are in a. Imagine you are a wonderful singer, and I really think you are probably right.
No.
And you are in a setting of different people, and they are like forcing you that you must sing. Okay, and then you're talking to yourself, oh my goodness, I must sing now. How will you say that? Just one.
Muchko. Muchko. Muchko Ghana. Chahiye, or muchko, if it's a stronger obligation, muchko Ghana Padega or Padegi?
Padega. Okay.
Padega.
Ghana is also a noun. Ghana is also a verb. Okay, so it means song and it means to sing. So it's like food, just like khana. Khana is also a verb. So you will say the same thing. Mujhko gana padega. Okay, so right now what I'm trying to say is like just take the verb, infinitive form of the verb, and practice using padega with that. Gana padega. Then we'll try to put nouns ahead of it. Then we'll try to put adjectives, adverbs, and then subject. Okay, so right now, just like what Elizabeth ji did, just think about the verb and then padega, form of padna after that. Okay, make sense?
Asuji, I have a question.
Yes.
It seems like we're using the future here. Padega, is it all, partner, you always use the ega?
No. So that's correct. You right now you're using future. We can change it to past also. Okay.
Okay.
And we'll tell you what it means. But good thing you mentioned. Sunita ji, just take any verb.
Me?
Yeah, take any verb.
Oh, sorry. I don't know who did you say?
Sunita ji. Sunita ji.
Sorry.
Terna.
Kehna, okay. Okay, kehna, and then
Padega.
what does it mean? Kehna padega.
You must know.
Kehna, to kehna is to.
No.
That's
Is it to say? Or?
yes. We'll have to.
Yeah, sorry. You must say.
We'll have to say, or we'll have to tell. Kehna padega. Okay. Let's keep going. It's gonna come a little bit faster. So let's just take now. All of you basically. I'm gonna ask Meeta ji. Just take the infinitive form of the verb followed by form of padna.
सोचना पड़ेगा.
सोचना पड़ेगा. Very good. Okay. It's like I ask you a question. It's like, सोचना पड़ेगा. Okay. Austin ji,
Gari chalani parega.
गाड़ी चलानी पड़ेगी. Very good. Okay. Very good. Okay. Because you put the noun गाड़ी, which is considered feminine, you said गाड़ी चलानी पड़ेगी. Okay. Awesome. Linda ji, keep going.
किताब पढ़ना पड़ेगा.
किताब पढ़नी पड़ेगी. Beautiful. किताब पढ़नी.
पढ़ने. Yeah.
Yeah. Awesome. Tom.
बोलना John को बोल I guess takkan बोलना पड़ेगी.
Okay, very good. So you said बोलना, right? बोलना पड़ेगा. Okay, very good. बोलना. Okay, Mike. Mike, please. Okay. I hope you're there, Mike ji. Rita ji. Okay, Nandini ji.
मुझे हिंदी लिखनी पड़ेगी.
लिखनी पड़ेगी. Okay, beautiful. Angela ji.
मुझे सोना पड़ेगा.
मुझे सोना पड़ेगा. Okay, awesome, great. Okay, anyone else would like to try? You can raise your hand. I want to make sure everyone is getting the chance. Mala ji. Okay.
Ashuji, can I try?
Yes, go ahead. Sharon ji. नाचना पड़ेगा. Beautiful. नाचना पड़ेगा. Okay, Sharon ji and then Andres ji.
तुम काम खाना पड़ेगा.
वापस बोलो.
तुम काम करना पड़ेगा.
काम करना पड़ेगा. Beautiful. काम करना पड़ेगा. Okay, awesome. Andres ji.
आपको उठना पड़ेगा.
आपको उठना पड़ेगा. What does it mean?
You will need to wake up.
You'll need to wake up. Okay, you will need to wake up. Otherwise, you will be really, really late.
Late.
Sorry,
Awesome.
Ashuji. I had to step away.
All good. Now your turn.
So मुझे घर साफ करना
मुझे घर
पड़ेगा.
साफ. Yes, amazing. मुझे घर साफ करना पड़ेगा. And when will you feel this kind of a strong obligation? You could have said मुझे घर साफ करना चाहिए और मुझे घर साफ करना है. From your perspective, when will you use घर साफ करना पड़ेगा?
When I was in India for the last week and no one cleaned the house.
Yeah. And now let's say, imagine, right, as you arrived here, next day people are like, okay, we want to see you, we want to come over, and you have no choice, and then your cleaner is not coming, let's say. Okay, and you're like, मुझे घर साफ करना पड़ेगा. The strong external sort of a compulsion. Sometimes it shows reluctance also. घर साफ करना पड़ेगा. Like, that you don't want to do it, but there's some sort of a reluctance. Okay, so padega can indicate that you're reluctant to do it. Utna padega, like you are reluctant to do it, but in English you would describe that with your expression. Okay, Hindi will need both expression and form of padna. Okay, I hope it's clear. So this is, who else would like to try it out? Then I'm going to take the track that JDG mentioned, that why are we just using padega? Why can't we use past and present?
Ashuji, I have a question there.
Yes.
How do we determine whether we're going to use masculine or feminine?
Which one? Here?
Yeah.
Padega? How do you decide?
Yeah.
Okay. So let's use let's take an example. Take a verb.
Bolna.
Bolna. Okay. So by default, you'll say bolna padega. Okay. Let's take a noun that is feminine. Okay. Let's take a kitab. Kitab ko you don't. Okay. No, we want to
Chai.
use it. Huh?
Chai.
हिंदी. हिंदी बोलने
Hindi.
Yeah.
Yeah, Hindi.
Yes. So if it is Hindi, then it would be
Bolni. Bolni.
Bolni.
Padegi.
Yeah, padegi. There you go. Take a verb, take a noun that is masculine so that it's more explicit.
Gar.
Huh?
Oh, you went for Bolna. I don't know. With a masculine noun that'll go with Bolna.
No.
Such?
Such bolna padega. Beautiful. There you go. See, you are thinking faster than me now, and I am happy. Such bolna padega. Okay.
But what if there is no noun? What if you're just saying I?
Then by default you go with bolna padega.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So that's what the main thinking was, that let's start with just the verb, then padega. Then add noun to it, the structure. Okay?
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, you get it. Then add adjective to it. Okay? So, so let's say you have khana padega. So let's say you want to say samosa. Samosa khana padega. Okay? Let's say samosa it's not good, it's bad. Okay? It typically should be good, but let's say it's bad. Okay? You how will you say? You will just put adjective. So what adjective will you use, JDG?
Karib?
Huh?
Karib?
Kharab.
Karab.
Kharab. Kharab samosa, or you can say ganda samosa, or you can say sada hua samosa if it is bad. Okay.
Bharat?
Ganda samosa khana padega. Okay. Does it make sense? Like how we started with verb followed by padega, we put noun. Okay, and accordingly we change. This is by default khana, and then you put adjectives ahead of it to describe what the samosa, basically the quality of samosa.
So that whole phrase there is all masculine all the way across.
That is correct. That is
Samosa
correct.
Kana Parega.
Then you can put the subject governed by the ko. So who will have to eat this samosa? Okay, it is, yeah, finish it, JD.
Muchko.
Mujhko. If it is you, then mujhko. Mujhko. If it is not you, if it is somebody else, then you have to.
Tujko.
Huh?
Tujko.
Aapko.
Aapko.
Aapko or tujhe or tumko. Okay. Tujhko. Okay. Tujhko is also not. It's correct grammatically, right? It's fine. But typically you end up using like aapko, tujhe. Tujhe and tujhko are same. And tumko. Okay. You can use the name of the person also, like let's say John ko ganda samosa khana padega, or samosa can be good also. Right? John ko acha samosa khana padega. Any question so far? Anyone? Will shift the gears, because right now we're still sort of in a practice phase. So feel free to, if it is hard, feel free to ask questions here. Yes, Jackie ji.
Right, if there were lots of samosas,
Hmm.
would it be Gunde Samose Carne Parege?
That's correct. That's absolutely correct. Okay. You can. So what the question is? What if it is more than one? If one is not enough, right? Then you will have to change the infinitive form of the verb accordingly. You will have to change the padega padna form accordingly. Okay. Same thing in the past tense also. And present also. You will have to change it. Okay. What if it is more than samosa? What if it is samosa and take anything else also? Let's say pizza. Okay, and what if both of them are different? Different, like one is masculine, one is feminine, right? So if you guys remember, we had some rules also way before that, right? You should play around with that. Okay, you should play around with that so you get to practice. So think of it as a homework. So just like you have samosa khana padega, think about like samosa or pizza. When if it is more than one, how will it work? When both of them are feminine, how will it work? One masculine, one feminine, both feminine. Change the order of masculine and feminine. Practice around it, okay? And at least you know you will see what naturally coming to you. That's more important. Like grammar rules, you will learn it, but at this stage you should test your thinking because that will help you further, right? So think about what's naturally coming. Yeah, awesome. So now we'll shift the gear. Instead of future, we will do past. Okay, we'll do past. We'll practice more with the past. And in case if you didn't get a chance, I'm gonna make sure that everyone gets the opportunity. So what do you think will happen in the past? Okay, so I'm going to give you an example which Richard Delacy uses. किताब लिखने के बाद उसको छुपना पड़ा. Okay, which means after publishing the book he had to hide. Okay, so the form of padna, okay, for future it's you were using padega, it's padegi, and then all the, but in the past it becomes pada, padi, or pade. Okay, so just like how we practiced it with the verb, we'll start with the verb followed by this, then we'll try to use some nouns along with that. Okay, let's see who would like to go in this one. Let's try to take a verb. Sharmila ji, you want to start? Take any verb.
So just as Rita said, so मुझे अभी अभी घर साफ करना पड़ा.
So karna pada. Okay, karna pada. Karna, it's by default you're using karna, but what is the noun here? She using gar. Okay, saaf karna is the verb. Okay, but gar saaf karna pada. I had to clean the house. Gar saaf karna pada. Versus what Rita ji was saying, gar saaf karna padega for future. Okay, and in this case, Sharmila ji, before you guys joined, she mentioned that a technician came and he has his boots on. He didn't take them off. So he came in the house with the boots on, and the house got messy. So external compulsion. It was not like something of our own, but there was some sort of external compulsion that the house is messy now. I had to clean the house. Ghar saaf karna pada. Okay.
So then if it's car, it would be karni. So like mujhe apni car soft karni.
Yes.
Okay.
Very good. Closet, car, if it is feminine, closet saaf karni padi or car saaf karni padi. Okay. What if it is clothes? What if it is more than one? Donna ji?
Okay. Kapre.
Huh?
साफ करने
पड़े. Very good. कपड़े साफ करने पड़े. Okay. कपड़े साफ करने पड़े. Okay. If it is, let's say, dirty clothes, how will you say that?
गंदे कपड़े साफ करने पड़े.
गंदे कपड़े साफ करने पड़े. Okay. Let's put subject also.
उसको गंदे कपड़े साफ करने पड़े.
उसको गंदे कपड़े साफ करने पड़े. Okay. Let's put the indirect object also. Whose clothes the subject had to clean?
So usko mere gande kapre.
उसको
Gande.
मेरे उसको उसको मेरे कंधे साफ करने पड़े. He had to clean or wash my dirty clothes or dirty laundry. Okay. Any questions? We will do more practice on the past, but anyone finding it hard? Sunny ji, how are you doing?
Well, quite well, thank you. I'm following.
Yeah, you're able to follow mostly?
Yes.
Yeah. Let's take one example from you. Take any word.
Khelna, to play.
Khelna. Very good. Khelna. Okay, so which is the sport that you don't enjoy or you don't like to play, but you were forced to play?
Cricket.
Cricket. Let's say you don't like to play cricket.
Actually, I do like to play, but for this
So
example,
pick a sport where because you then will come naturally that oh my goodness, I went there, I didn't like it, but I had to play. Take anything. Golf, let's say golf, okay? From public opinion. Golf, yes.
are you asking me?
Yes, finish it up. Golf.
मुझे golf नहीं खेलना पड़ेगा.
So, okay, मुझे golf. So let's say you survive. If you want to say that, you can say मुझे golf नहीं खेलना पड़ा. Thankfully, I survived, and I didn't have to play golf. Okay, let's say you ended up playing it, then you don't have to say negative. But I just wanted to play with or work with the sentence that you provided. Okay, hopefully it makes sense though, right? Hopefully the structure, everything makes sense. Anyone else would like to try in past tense?
Yes, I'd like to try one, please.
Yes, yes.
मुझे परिवार के लिए खाना खरीदना पड़े.
Very good. मुझे परिवार के लिए खाना खरीदना पड़ा. Okay, so in this case, let's say you would use it. Very good. Okay, you would use it. Let's say this was the responsibility of someone else. Okay, and they didn't do it till the last moment. Okay, typically you do focus on something else, but there was a no show, let's say from someone, then you will say मुझे खरीदना पड़ा और मुझे ये भी करना पड़ा. Okay,
Yeah,
so
this works for me. This works for my
Another
family
question.
because my mother usually does the shopping. So
yes,
if she travels, then I have to do the
yeah.
shopping.
So I got it, but I was just trying to
Yeah.
convey that, like the compulsion behind
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Yes,
Okay,
some
actually, just
yes.
quick question. So if I want to say in the recent cricket match, India won. So how he cricket match में भारत जीत past tense लिए or won the जीत here.
So there's no sort of obligation there. Okay. If there's an obligation, explain more. Sorry, maybe I don't want to cut you short, but explain more. You want to share some sort of an obligation, or what do you want to convey in that sentence?
I guess there's no obligation in one.
So let's say it's a survival game. It's a, what do you call it? Knockout. Like if you lose it, in order to qualify for the semifinals, okay, they will have to win this game. How will you say that? They will have
करना पड़ेगा.
Very good. Okay. उनको यह game, or you can say India को, because that's a subject, India को यह game जीतना पड़ेगा. Because there is a compulsion. If you don't win it, you will be out of the tournament, right? And that's it. right? Awesome. Your cat wants to learn Hindi as well. Okay, anyone else?
Could I try one?
Yes, please.
Okay, Mujhe Bazaar Gadi Chalti Pari.
Okay, one more time.
Okay. Mujhe Bazaar Gadi Chali Pari.
Okay, मुझे बाजार, maybe post position, gadi is feminine.
Yeah.
So,
Pari.
okay, and then what's the form of the word gadi?
Pari. Chali Pari.
Okay, to drive is
Chelna would be the infinitive, and
okay.
Chelni.
So chalna is to walk, and then just like khana, khilana, bolna, bulana, sona, sulana, chalna.
Chali, isn't it?
Chalani.
Kalana.
Chalana. Gadi chalana, to drive,
Oh,
right?
Chalana. Yeah, okay.
So it will become gadi.
Right. Chalani.
Very good. Gadi chalani padi. Okay, and then where?
Bazaar. Oh, you use a post position there? I thought you wouldn't use a post position there. You're going somewhere.
Okay, bazaar.
Okay. May?
Very good. बाजार में, where, right? So बाजार में, शहर में, सड़क, शहर में, बाजार में, right? So that's why, मुझे बाजार में गाड़ी चलानी पड़ी, right? Which part is
I think JDG is going to the bazaar.
okay. मुझे बाजार गाड़ी चलानी पड़ी.
Okay, so if I'd have used Jana there, then I wouldn't use May, right?
That's right. If you're using मुझे बाजार जाना पड़ा, then it's correct.
It would have been a lot easier to go with Jana.
Yes. गाड़ी चलाना is like बाजार में गाड़ी चलानी पड़ी.
Okay, thank you.
Awesome. So we did future, we did past, something as a obligation you have to do as a routine. Then you will use, present tense. Okay. मुझे
Can I
बाजार.
ask, Ashuchi, can I
Yes.
ask? I didn't get it. Why are you using the ma? Does it mean like he is driving a car in the bazaar or to the bazaar? Or why is there ma with the chalani and not with jana?
In the bazaar. Okay,
Ah.
it's in the bazaar. मुझे गाड़ी चलानी पड़ी. मुझे बाजार में गाड़ी चलानी पड़ी.
Okay, so
Okay.
if you would say that he's driving a car to the bazaar, then you would take the ma off.
That's right. Right.
Okay.
He had to walk, right? So मुझे बाजार जाना पड़ा. I mean, I know it could be tricky here. Like, why is it all of a sudden में? But yeah, let's do something that you have to do as an obligation. That you don't want to do it, right? Let's say take the same example, like to clean it's unless you really enjoy it, it's kind of there's some reluctance, right? You don't want to do it because it's like a daily chore, right? So then it could be rose every day, rose घर साफ करना. Jackie ji, which form of padna will you use? रोज घर साफ करना.
Para. No, Padega.
That's, you use
I'm just
both.
shouting words out now.
So what do you typically do? You have, you have padna, and what do you do in the present indefinite usually? You have, let's say, khana, you remove the na and you put ta, te, and ti. Right? Yeah, where रोज घर साफ करना. पड़ता है. Something as a routine that you have to do it on a daily. क्या यार रोज रोज घर साफ करना पड़ता है. And like let's say your kids or pets, they'll make a mess every day, right? Okay, रोज रोज घर साफ करना पड़ता है. Okay.
Sorry, what does that translate as again? Every day you have to clean the house?
Yes. Right. A translation, it may be a little bit, yeah, it's close. That's what it is basically. But like you get the form, right? You get the sentiment behind it. Like roj roj, like you have no choice but you have to clean it up. Okay, roj roj घर साफ करना पड़ता है. Okay. Let's do some more examples for present. Strong compulsion or strong obligation. Let's say same thing, like खाना. Okay, तो रोज रोज खाना बनाना पड़ता है. Okay. Typical complaint is like when the roti matic came, like roti matic, you probably know, right? The machine that makes the roti automatically. Otherwise the typical problem is like every day it's a lot of hard work to make roti, right? But you can really use a sentence like roti banani padti hai, right? Think about more examples though.
So can I try?
Yes, please.
Okay, suppose I want to say every day we should exercise. So how Rose mean
Keep going.
सब लोग व्यायाम करता.
Okay, vyayam, yes.
But
Okay, so karna
व्यायाम करना
पड़ता
पड़ता.
है. So let's say if a teacher is saying it, the teacher is sort of give a gyan, right? The moral obligation. So teacher will say रोज आपको व्यायाम करना चाहिए. But like the students can say, like as a young student who are, let's say, getting trained into a military school or like some sort of a discipline, and they're like, अरे यार, like let's say they're in boarding school, they wake up, they're barely up, and so from their perspective they're like ये क्या है, right? रोज रोज exercise करनी पड़ती है, right? They would say that because they have no control, because the teacher is making them do that, right? So I hope you see the difference, right? When one person is saying आप तुमको व्यायाम करना चाहिए और तुमको exercise करनी चाहिए, on the other end students are like रोज रोज exercise करनी पड़ती है. Okay. Any questions, anyone is finding it hard? Mitaji, okay so far? Or
Yeah, I've got one. I just want to know, can you say Rose email mitana padta hai?
email, like erase karna,
Yeah,
mitana.
every day I have to delete emails.
Oh,
Yeah.
delete. Yeah, so I would say delete करना पड़ता है. रोज रोज email delete करना पड़ता है. Yeah. Okay, so now we'll translate one of the song in Hindi. It's a popular movie, Taj Mahal, that came out in, I think, in 60s or 70s. So I'm going to share my screen again. It has some Urdu word, but this one. Okay, you can look it up, the song. It's pretty popular. What does it say? You can read in Devanagari, some of you, and if not, you can read in Romanagari. Someone who's not tried before, I'm going to say, Hadir ji, how are you doing?
मैं ठीक हूँ.
You can read Devanagari, right, Hadir ji?
हाँ.
Okay, why don't you read it?
जो वादा किया वो निभाना पड़ेगा.
Okay. What is the verb here? What is the verb here?
I think वो
What is coming before padega?
before Nibhana.
Yes, that's a verb. Okay. What is, would you want to guess what it may mean?
I don't know.
Okay. Anyone else would like to guess? What does it mean? Nibhana.
Fulfill?
To fulfill. Very good. To fulfill. Okay. I'm gonna write it down. I know you cannot see my screen, but it means to fulfill. And what is Hadirji? The second word that you see here is vada. Vada is
Promise.
Promise.
promise. Very, very good. Okay. So you start with nibhana padega. Okay. Start with that. That means we'll have to fulfill. Okay. We'll have to fulfill. Okay. Then you can say, let's say, remove the jo and kiya and wo. Vada nibhana padega. We'll have to fulfill the promise. Okay. Then you can delete or like split the sentence into jo and wo. Like the promise, that I made, that must be fulfilled. Jo vada kiya. So this is the first part, jo vada kiya. It's kiya, is karna, is the verb, but it's written in the past. Like the promise that I made, wo nibhana padega. Okay. Yes, Nandini ji.
I just assumed it's a person, the person who promises. That's how I looked at it. Am I wrong?
Say
Joe, the person who made the promise, that person should fulfill. It's not like that?
So no, जिसने वादा किया.
Oh, right. Okay. It should be jisne. Sorry. Yeah.
Yeah.
I understand.
So in this case,
Understood. Thank you.
the subject is missing. Like it's almost like मैंने, or basically आपको, you get the point, right? Like जो वादा किया वो निभाना पड़ेगा. So
Yes, I understood. I didn't change it. Joe should have become jisne if it was a person. I didn't think about it. Sorry.
anyone else? Any questions on this one?
Is it like a general instruction? If you give a promise, you should fulfill it. Or is it जो अगर वादा किया वो निभाना पड़ेगा?
Okay, generally, if you're saying it, like you're saying as a general thing, what you say, the same sent, like, how will it change? Is that the question or just a comment?
I'm asking, is it a general statement like if you give, whoever gives the promise must keep it?
Okay. So if it is a general thing, then you would say, agar. Okay, so for a moral obligation, so this is a strong one, but for a moral, agar, I'm gonna unshare it, stop sharing it. Agar aap, so if simple, I would say आपको वादा, I'm going to use the same vocabulary. आपको वादा निभाना चाहिए. In a very simple terms, I would say that आपको subject को वादा निभाना चाहिए. Okay, and you can say subject को वादा निभाना होगा और subject को वादा निभाना पड़ेगा. Okay, कौन सा, which one? Then you can say, that one, the promise that you made.
So I have one quick question.
What?
Why shouldn't it be agar? If you want to say jo wada, instead of saying kia, shouldn't it be dia if you give a promise?
The question is, the promise vada karna is a verb or vada nibhana, it's basically used together. So this is vada karna and vada nibhana. What you're saying is, can I say vada diya? Typically you don't use vada diya as a combination, right? You use vada karna. मैं आपको वादा करता हूँ, like I promise you. That's how you will say, मैं वादा करता हूँ. Okay, मैं वादा निभाऊंगा. I will fulfill my promise. Okay, yeah. Taniji? Yeah.
Yes, I understand.
Okay, awesome. All right, let's just do some more news clippings. I'm gonna share my screen again, and hopefully you guys can follow along. This will be a little bit harder, but try to read it slowly. If you cannot read Devanagari, try to follow the Romanagari part. Okay. If it is really hard, just think about the verb that is coming before the obligation part. Nandini ji, you want to do the first one?
हे भगवान, फैशन के इस दौर में और क्या क्या देखना पड़ेगा?
Okay, one more time.
दौर में I don't understand. हे भगवान, फैशन के इस दौर में और क्या क्या देखना पड़ेगा?
Okay.
I don't know
Dor
what दौर में, दौर
is dor mein is in this era.
Okay. Oh my
In
God.
in this era, yes, in this era, or in
Oh,
this. Yes. What does it
period
mean?
order. Okay. Oh God. फैशन के इस दौर में और क्या क्या? What all do I have to see? What all will I have to see? Fashion के इस दौर में. In this era, fashion के. Why is fashion के लिए? Fashion के.
You know, the fashion.
Because of fashion. What all do I have to see in this period? In this period, because of fashion.
In this era of fashion, basically, in this era of fashion where
Yeah.
everything is fashionable.
Oh, in this era of fashion, that's what they're saying.
Yeah.
What all
I have to
must
see.
I see?
That's right. Like you're forced to see, basically, like if people, that was the news. I just picked it up as it is, where probably somebody saw some, like the new fashion where people are dressed in a different way. And so this person is like writing the article. In this era of fashion, what else would I have to, will I have to see now? Awesome. Next one, Sunita ji.
Chai or coffee, pini, padegi.
Okay, what does it mean? It's a simple one.
You'll have to drink tea or coffee.
Okay, this is a
And
simple
coffee.
one. Yes. Let's see. Donna ji, do the third one.
टेस्ला की कार के लिए लंबा इंतजार करना पड़ेगा.
Okay. What?
You have to wait a long time for a Tesla car?
Yeah, that was the news article. Like, you know, and maybe the article may be talking about the supply chain problem, or a lot of demand is there. This is just the heading. You have to read basically the article to find out whether it is demand or whether people are on a strike, or you know, supply chain problem and whatnot. Yeah, let's do some more. Okay, let's do this one. Who would like to do that? Sharon ji.
अब नो पार्किंग में वहाँ करने पर चालान भरना पड़ेगा.
Very good. One more time.
अब नो पार्किंग में वाहन करने पर चालान भरना पड़ेगा.
Okay. Which words are new to you?
Chalan.
Chalan is?
I really don't know. I would have to search it.
Who would like to guess? Chalan? Fine.
Chalan is pay.
Fine. Like, you know, ticket. Okay. What are the word? Vahan. You were able to get Vahan?
I think my brain was
Vahan.
seeing Vahan as in like there,
No, it's
but it's
Vahan.
Vahan.
Vahan
Vahan.
is, Vahan is vehicle.
Okay.
It's a generic word for vehicle like car, jeep, truck. It's Vahan.
Okay.
So now break it down.
So now there's no parking or vehicles.
Okay. So let's break it down. Let's start from here. Chalan bharna padega. Chalan is fine.
Fine, F-I-N-E, like a to pay a fine?
Yes.
Yes,
Yeah.
okay, to pay a fine.
I'll have to pay a fine. Okay.
Yes, you'll have to pay a fine.
When will you have to pay the fine? That's
Well, now, vehicles standing
vehicle standing where?
in a no parking.
That's correct. That's correct. Vehicles which are standing or which are put on a no parking zone
Yes,
will have to
to
pay.
pay a fine.
That's right. So you start backward, right? Chalan bharna padega. Will have to pay a fine. Okay. Why vehicle no parking में वाहन खड़े करने पर वाहन खड़ा करना is to put your vehicle or park your vehicle. Okay. Then they're saying no parking mein, where if it is a no parking zone, if you put your vehicle there, खड़े करने पर चालान भरना पड़ेगा. Okay. Read it a few times. If you know, I think I wrote this one twice, so ignore this one. But if you read it a few times, it'll be easier. Okay. Austin ji, you do the last one.
सेहत का ख्याल रखना पड़ेगा.
Okay. What does it mean?
ख्याल रखना मतलब pay attention, है ना?
Yes, that's correct. ख्याल रखना is to pay attention.
So Sehat has to pay attention or will have to pay attention.
What is sehat?
That's the name.
No.
No, I don't know then.
So if it is John को सेहत का ख्याल रखना पड़ेगा. How about this? John को सेहत का ख्याल रखना पड़ेगा. सेहत is
Health?
health.
Is it health? Yeah, health.
Sehat is health. So
So
what would be?
you will have to take care of your health or pay
That's
attention to your health.
That's right. That's right. सेहत का ख्याल रखना पड़ेगा. Okay. Subject is omitted here. That means the writer wants to keep it like you have to read the article to find out whether he's talking about generically, you know, to about someone or generically to people that you'll have to take care of the health. Okay. Any questions, anyone so far? I hope it was useful. I hope you were able to follow most of Padna. Okay, that you can use it in all sort of tenses. You can use it in past tense, such as like घर साफ करना पड़ा, or present tense like if you have to do it on a daily basis, घर साफ करना पड़ता है, or in the future घर साफ करना पड़ेगा. Okay, so the homework exercise for all of you is basically one I gave you. Try to change to have two different kind of nouns, so masculine, feminine, feminine, and change the order. And the other exercise for you is to try to find some news articles which are using Padna. Okay, so if you just take Padna and Google it, you scroll through it. Padna has many meanings, so you have to see where Padna is used along with another verb. Right, that's when you will know it's a compulsion. Okay. So that's a homework. At least try to find two or three headlines. And then the third homework is next week we have the movie week. So we will be covering the movie Udan. If you have not watched it, please do watch it and figure out a 30-second to 1 minute clip that is your favorite. Okay, that you can make sense of it easily, and then I'll ask each of you. So I'll change the format a little bit typically I go through it, but now I'm gonna ask some of you to share your favorite section of the movie. We'll play it and we'll watch it together. Yeah. So yeah.
Sujan,
Yes.
can we, you mean you're asking us to click a section?
No, don't click the
Also-
section. Just find the section. I'll find it in the, when I share my screen, I'll take, like, for example, you want to say that I like the part of the movie, it's around 1 hour, 10 minutes. Okay. And I'll take there and I'm gonna play it. So don't clip it, don't do the extra work. You want to share your favorite section of the, or dialogues that you want, that you understood because you watched it, slowly, and then, so we'll play that one. Yeah. I'm going to stop the broadcast and then I'll take any questions you may have. So